Now, the protests we've been seeing have followed the death of George Floyd in Minneapolis and, of course, many others as well at the hands of police officers across our country. And now some school leaders here, they say they simply cannot be silent about what they've seen in classrooms.
And so now tonight they're speaking out, and they talked with our Rich Van Wyk. And he today spoke with the Pike Township School Superintendent about her strikingly heartfelt message she has for all families.
Outrage over the killing of black men by police. A disproportionate number of African Americans killed by COVID-19 pushed FLORA REICHANADTER to speak out.
I like to call it disruption of the status quo.
A status quo, the Pike Township School Superintendent said in a letter to parents, includes the existence and preservation of intentional systems that protect privilege and uphold inequality. Exacting, she wrote, an inexplicable amount of energy to simply live, let alone survive while black. This is immoral and unacceptable.
There's some institutional racism that's happening right here, and it's complicated, but at the same time, it's difficult sometimes for white middle-class people to understand something they have never experienced.
An equity council she put to work in the predominantly African-American and low-income school system found inequities. A reading book with only one story about an African-American family that is poor.
So why is it that the African-American family in that particular book has to be somebody that is struggling rather than doing something positive?
Standard assessment tests asking low-income children questions like,
talk about what you would do if you went to Disneyland. Well, you know what? Not a lot of kids go to Disneyland.
REICHANADTER says the council also found inequities in discipline policies and teaching practices the school system is working to correct. For students and parents,
I needed them to know that I'm with you and that I'm not going to be quiet. And though I can't experience what you've experienced, I can work side by side to make a difference for the students in Pike Township,
who grow up to be the adults of Indianapolis.